Cypher Kai. This is going to be the protest edition. I think when it went out, it said consciousness edition or something along those lines, and it will be. We'll play some conscious music, but we will definitely get into this is a much more safer and much more peaceful way to express what's going on across the country in light of the George Floyd murder and all the other injustices that people have been suffering. People of color have been suffering at the hands of law enforcement in the United States. And all the other injustices across the country. People are just tired and they're fed up. It's been a lot of looting and cars getting caught on fire and just a lot of destruction. There's been a lot of peace. And so as some things came into me, we'll discuss some of those things today. Not really a full-on show. It's more just about music. It's the musical mix at 6. But I was very pleased to see some of the videos that you guys were sending me. Follow-ups to protests and things around the country. I saw a lot of positive things that I'm sure are not getting enough light, and some further injustices that I'm going to touch on and talk about very briefly in between the songs. If you want to reach out and send some messages live during this broadcast, it's 347-651-2468, 347-651-2468. And so we're going to start off the evening with some Garnet Silk. This one is called Belly Full. Garnet Silk here on the musical mix at 6, the musical protest edition of the musical mix at 6 on Talk Radio.
Let Jah be praised while I pray for my blessings to rise. Whoa, whoa. Listen, the belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. The belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. Man shall not live by bread alone, and I know, but by the words that proceeded from Jah, Jah. Man shall not live by bread alone, and I know, but by the words that proceeded from Jah, Jah. The belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. Never leave us alone. Can't you see the way is dark and we can make it on our own? I'm kind of happy but I'm mourning. They're looking on but not seeing. They're born with sight and lacking vision. Oh Lord, I pray for their salvation. Belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. Belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. Can't you see it's Jah we need? And without him we can't succeed. He's my friend in times of need. Thank you, Jah, 'cause you revealed the belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. Belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy, please. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Listen. Man shall not live by bread alone, I know, but by the words that proceeded from Jah, Jah. Man shall not live by bread alone, no, but by the words that proceeded from Jah, Jah.
musical mix at 6. This is the musical protest here on Talk Radio. This is my way of supporting you guys. It's going to go from a consciousness that's a little rougher. We're going to play some old school reggae music. It's the reggae edition of the musical protest for what's going on, the civil unrest that's happening in the United States and around the world right now. I think this is just a better way for me to show my solidarity my solidarity with you guys who are outside tongue-tied in live shows. This whole situation is just weighing very heavy on me. And so I just want to play some music. And like I said, I'll update you guys on some things you've been sending me. If you want to speak any commentary, give any shout outs, be connected to the show, text live at 347-651-2468, 347-651-2468. Of course, if you want to hear any of the archives that we've done, you can go onto our website at www.tawkradio.com/shows, and you click into the player there. There's also archives available on Spotify and iHeartRadio, Podcast Chaser, Podcast Addict, Google Podcasts, and a couple other places. Yes. So if you want to connect with us live, 347-651-2468. Yes. We're going to continue with some music here. This one is also going to be from Garnet Silk. He saw Zion in a vision. I think his life was cut short way too early, I swear, but he left us a great library of music. So we're going to enjoy this together here tonight on this musical protest mix of Talk Radio, TAWK Radio. This is Zion in the Vision from Garnet Silk.
Right hand, oh, it's like a family reunion.
Hello, you guys. This is the musical mix at 6, the musical protest mix at 6 here on on the musical mix at 6 on Talk Radio. So sorry. So I got some super important people that are tuned into the show right now. What? DJ Reds from Spectrum Disco is tuned in right now from Atlanta, Georgia. And we have another friend of the show. I won't say her name. I don't think I'm allowed to say her name, but she's telling me she doesn't know how to whine to reggae music. One of my American fans who's tuned into the show right now. Shout out to you, Miss Jones. But here's a secret then. There's a lot of people that listen to the show that are not of Caribbean descent. So just think about the way you dance to this kind of music. It's like, if you think you're really good in bed, right? It's kind of like having sex with your clothes on, right? Kind of one of those things. It's usually the foreplay part of what needs to happen afterwards. And I'm going to keep it at that G rating because I promised that I try to not be profane when I do these musical mixes so that you guys can share me with your family. Okay? So if you want to connect with the show live and say anything, 347-651-2468, 347-651-2468. You are tuned into TAWK Radio for our musical protest mix at 6. This is the way we stand in solidarity with all of the people that are going through something during these trying times. Yes, this is the less violent way, the more peaceful way. I promise you guys, I will start to read some of the things that you sent in. There are some things that I don't think are hitting the headlines the way that they should. I saw a lot of positive things that were happening across the country last night as far as interactions with law enforcement and the protesters, and I'm only going to read the positive ones. You guys sent me some other things, and I'll touch on those another day of the week. But tonight is all about just a peaceful protest. Let the words do your fighting for you in all of the songs. Let it inspire you or let it move you. And as we move along this evening, they'll get a little bit more, it's all about the grown and sexy. Get your mind right. Smoke some weed. We got some free CBD, smokable CBD to give away tonight from our sponsor at Pure Plantonics. If you guys want to get your hands on that, 347-651-2468. Let me know that you're one of the live listeners and that you want to smoke, yeah? Pure Plantonics is the sponsor for that for the show. Smokable CBD, so you can smoke and get mellow. And you can smoke and get mellow and still piss clean at work. Miss Jones, there is someone here in your state that's volunteering to teach you how to whine if you're interested in learning. Okay, so if you want to learn how to whine your waist after you have your glass of wine, there's someone here in your state that I can tell you is personally volunteering to teach you how to do that. Okay. I'll let you know if she responds. I'll keep this going here on this live. This is Talk Radio's Musical Protest Edition. We're going to continue with I, Wayne, Life Seeds here on Talk Radio's Musical Mix at 6.
Seeds I saw, bound at the Babylon of berry, cool as a breeze on your flower. So Irie and Mary, to perfection life trees grow. Sip life apple and jelly, Rastafari never go low. Firebird, cannibal dready, blood shedding more and more. I still get a fight though I'm living pure. See war and crime, let us collaborate. Mankind get vile, they have no love no more. Tell them till it's hard, yet them still ignore. Rastafari is life and of this I'm sure. Fire red flames hotter than before. Burn them complete from crust to core. Life seeds I sow, bound out the Babylon a berry, as cool as the breeze I a flower. So Irie and Mary, to perfection life trees grow. Sip life apple and jelly, Rastafari never go low. Fire burn, cannibal dready, heights of the flames of life fire. Natural lights gold and green. Children beware Babylon a vampire. Blood sucking cannibal bean. Stop from criticize Rastafari. Heights universal stream. Fire burn dread, burn imposter. Oh, when I have vision, them a dream. They wanna replace life with graves and business places. Wanna destroy life oasis, destroying the earth wherein life must I live. Go till the dirt be positive. You better stop your dirty livity. Stop walking iniquity, burn your dirty vanity love. Fire burn calamity. No pity, blood a flowing at the city now. Life sees I saw, bound at the Babylon a berry, cool as a breeze I a flower. So Irie and Mary, to perfection like trees grow. Sip life apple and jelly, Rastafari never go low. Fire burn, 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 burn. Oh, 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 shedding more and more. I still I get a fight though I'm living pure. War and crime a lot of skull a bore. Mankind dead wild and I'm not love no more. Tell them till the soil and I'm still ignore. Rastafari is life and of this I'm sure. This a fire red flames hotter than before. Burn them complete from shell to core. Life seeds I saw, bound at the Babylon a berry, cool as a breeze I a flower. So Irie and Mary, to perfection like trees grow. Sip life apple and jelly, Rastafari never go low. Fire burn, cannibal dready. Life seeds I saw, bound at the Babylon a berry, cool as a breeze I a flow. So Irie and Mary, to perfection like trees grow. Sip life apple and jelly, never go low. Fire burn, cannibal jelly. Fire burn, burn, burn. Fire burn, fire burn, fire burning.
Talk Radio's musical protest mix at 6 on Talk Radio. Okay, so I want to give you guys an update on something, and it's probably not circulating enough. I want to give a special shout out tonight to the Genesee County Sheriff, Chris Swanson, and his team. They attended a march in Flint Township on Saturday. As other demonstrations were happening and everything was violent, he literally said, look, I want to stand with you guys. He put down his baton, he took off his helmet, he was talking to the protesters, and he said, look, that guy who did what he did, I can't even call him an officer. He's not one of us. We're here to make sure your voice is heard. We want to walk with you. We want to stand with you. And he was somebody who stepped up and did what he said. He put down his baton, he took off his helmet, and he walked in the crowd with the people. He did that. I saw some other videos, and you guys, when you're sending me videos, please send me as much information as you can. I want to give proper homage where it belongs. I saw another video of some cops that were kneeling, and that Colin Kaepernick kneeling. In solidarity, they had their uniforms on, but no helmets, no riot gear, even though they were told to do so, and they were on their knees. They had their masks responsibly on, but they were on their knees. So not all cops are horrible creatures. Not all law enforcement is horrible creatures. I gave shout outs to my correction officers, my sergeants, and my officers who are connected to the show, male and female, who are tuned in. Everybody's not painted with the same brush, the same way that we don't want everyone to look at us and only see our skin tone. We want them to see our mind and our personalities. It doesn't always happen, but we can protest in a way that makes sense, right? Even when you're having an argument, when you're screaming, the person can't hear you, right? Because they tune you out. You got to do things in a way where you build your vocabulary and you use your words and you get your points across in different ways, even if you're creative about it. I'm going to be, if you listen to the words of the song tonight, any of the songs I'm playing, you'll hear the build up, the ebbs and the flows of my rage, of my disdain, of my disgust of what's happening. But I'm choosing to use this platform to do it this way. Now, on Friday, I wasn't as mellow. And if you guys missed the Friday episode, please feel free to go back and check that out. The topic for the evening was, what is a man's role when his main girlfriend is having a fight with another woman? The first hour, we talked about all the debauchery, but the second hour, from 9 o'clock to about 10, I did go off on a bit of a tangent about the George Floyd murder video that was sent to me, and a conversation about Representative Brian Sims, who had some other things going on. So you guys can go back and check that out as well. Tonight, I'm choosing to be a little bit more mellow. And not because I regret anything I said on Friday. It's just kind of where my head is today. I've had some time to meditate and think, and I just want to share this music with you guys and hopefully can wind you guys down a little bit. Don't want you wasting money you don't have on bail. Yes? So let's all rock together. This next one's going to be from Sanchez, Never Diss the Man, here on the Musical Mix at 6 on Talk Radio.
this minute, the next minute you're gone away. Hold up your heads, my brothers. Be conscious, my sisters. And by your works you shall surely be paid. Never try to miss the man with the anger, the one who's got the tiger, the one who sits high and he looks down low. And if you ever miss the man with the anger, the one who's got the tiger, then you'll be someone that he don't know. Say a prayer and chant a psalms. Prayer a day keep the evil calm. You don't have to go to church or be a Christian to call on your name. Shout out the name Jehovah in the valleys. Shout out the name Jehovah on the hills. Shout out the name Jehovah on the plains. Or even if it rains, call on the name. Call on your name the same. Call on the name. Yeah. So never try to diss the man with the anger, the one who's got the title, the one who sits high and he looks down low. And if you ever diss the man with the anger, the one who's got the title, then you will be someone that he don't know. Hey, listen up, I know time is up. Time is short and life is precious. Hey, listen up, I know time is up. Life is short but time is precious. You've got to have the heart of a lion, the children to reach Mount Zion. You can never be afraid, just call on his name. Life is no game. Life is no game. Never try to diss the man with the anger, the one who's got the tiger, the one who sits high and he looks down low. And if you ever diss the man with the anger, the one who's got the tiger, then you'll be someone that you don't know. Hey, there are lots of signs in life, some that you may not like. You could be living this minute, the next minute you're gone away. Hold up your heads, my brother. Be conscious, my sister. And by your works you shall surely be paid. Never try to diss the man with the anger, the one who's got the tiger, the one who sits high and he looks down low. Yeah. And if you remember this, the man with the anger, the one who's got the tiger, then you'll be someone that he don't know. Yeah. Never try to diss the man with the anger, the one who's got the tiger.
Talk Radio's Musical Mix at 6. Musical Mix at 6 as we continue. If you want to connect with the show, 347-651-2468, 347-651-2468. I am your host, Decipher Kai on CAWK Radio. This one is Sanchez, Lonely Won't Leave Me Alone.
Hey baby, since you've been away, I've been so lonely. I cry all night. Oh, why do I seem to be caught up inside our dream all my life? It's always been my shadow in me. Well, but over my shoulder there's always a voice somewhere saying I never should try to set my heart free. I wish that love would come and take me in her arms and show me what I've never known. If I could hold someone and words like right from wrong just fade away like yesterday. Lonely won't leave me alone. Lonely won't leave me alone. Why I try to say I love you, but the words won't come true. In my life, I see all the tears and sad memory. Whoa, but why can't I thought of you? And you feel the feelings too, far behind. I feel all the tears in this agony. Around these winter blows, I'm thinking back in times, and there will be that rainbows in. If I could follow on, then lose my mind. Is it's only lonely in me again? Lonely won't leave me alone. Lonely won't leave me alone. Why, tell me why? Lonely won't let me fall in love. Oh, oh, oh. Everywhere I go, always by my side. Lonely won't let me fall in love. Yeah. Oh, so long you've been away. Seems to me like you're gone to stay. Anyway, that's alright. Well, lonely won't leave me alone. Lonely won't leave me alone. Why, tell me why? Lonely won't let me fall in love. Oh, oh, oh. Everywhere I go, always by my side. Lonely won't let me fall in love. Oh, I don't seem to be caught up inside our dream. All my life, it's always been my shadow with me. Well, but over my shoulder there's always a voice somewhere saying I never should try to set my heart free. I wish that love would come and take me in her arms and show me what I've been.
Talk Radio's Musical Mix at 6. The Musical Mix at 6, we're going to take it back, you guys. We're going to take it back. This one is Super Cat Cry for the Youth here on the Musical Mix at 6. The Musical Protest Mix at 6 on TAWK Radio.
Just chiribby bang, come ribby bang, skank, boom. Chiribby bang, come ribby bang, skank, bip. Chiribby bang, come ribby bang, skank. Me no holla for dope, me no holla for soap, me no holla for mat your mark, neither love. Me no cry for no dignitary, no big soap. Me no cry for no kind, no 3-piece suit. No cry for no money, no first class food. Me will cry for the youth. And me will cry for the youth. Yes, me have to cry for the youth in the khaki suit. We can't go to school without a crispy about. I'm up in the age, you know, but I'm taking for no fool. Yes, so pocket, me know me go to good school. Me not all of it dope, me not all of it soap. Me not all of it match your mark, neither love. Me not cry for no dignitary, no big soup. No cry for no guy, no 3-piece suit. No ball for no money, no first class food. Me will cry for the youth. And me will cry for the youth. Yes, me have to cry for the youth when I have nobody. Cry for the unwanted victim. Me can't find mommy and me no have no daddy. The youth are the future for our country, but them not set up planning on the future. For with them just a build more jail and penitentiary. Watch me live my brother in a family. From morning I wake up and I drink no tea. Yes, me stretch on me hand for me hungry belly. Me can't go to school, me no have no coffee. Me can't find a dollar for support lunch money. Me say if you think I lie, you want me mama and daddy. But them can't get a work down in the factory. And everywhere them go is no vacancy. So me no holla for dope, me no holla for soap. Me no holla for match your mark, neither love. Me no cry for no dignitary, no big soup. No cry for no money, no 3-piece suit. No cry for no money, no first class food. But me will cry for the youth. And me will cry for the youth. Every day me get up and turn on TV. Show me man, she go be young, young and OG. And New Kingston and uptown off a tree. No show me that they get up and fear poverty. We wake up now the morning and we can't drink no tea. Me mama and daddy and them don't have no money.
alla for dope, me no alla for soap, me no alla for match your mark, neither love. Me no cry for no dignitary, no no big soup. Me no cry for no money, no no three-piece suit. No cry for no youth, no no Chris Club food. Me a go cry for the youth. Yes, me have to cry for the youth, not the khaki suit. Them can't go to school without a crispy shoes. Take it from the cat, nobody take me for no fool. Yes, so pocket you got a pretty good school. Nobody no know, say they can't see what me roll. Me no all of it hope, me no all of it soup. Me no all of it match your mark, neither love. Me no cry for no dignitary, no no big soup. No cry for no money, no no three-piece suit. But me a go cry for the youth. Yes, me a go cry for the
Talk Radio's musical protest mix. You know what Supercat is saying? He's saying, look, he's crying for the youth. All of the frustrated millennials, all the people who are fed up, all the people who are sick and tired. We're crying out for the youth, and we also want you to cry out and behave yourself. Don't lose your lives behind this. Don't get locked up behind this. Even if you get out, that charge sits on you forever. They'll use it to chase you down with it. It'll block you from getting certain opportunities. Just be wise. Be wise. Let your voice be heard, but be wise. Yeah? This is the musical protest mix at 6 on Talk Radio. Almost slipped again. This is what we're going to play as we get a bit more radical. In the music that's playing. I'm going jumping all over. Look, I'm not a DJ. I'm not pretending to be a DJ. These are just songs that spoke to my spirit that I wanted to play today. Not in any particular order. I'm just kind of clicking around and doing what I want to do, but I'm hoping that you guys are vibing and enjoying this. And it seems like you are. You're letting me know that you're there. Nothing really to say. There's a lot of people that are sending in text messages saying, look, I just want you to know that I'm here. I just want you to know I'm here. So shout out to Ross Bean and Bingy, who are tuned in right now from Denver. You guys are amazing, so I'm glad to hear. This one is Pinchers Bandolero from Pinchers here on the musical protest mix at 6.
When we pass your man, a danger business. Say no say, original bandolero man. Roll. Hey gringos and pasero, how want you make way for the bandolero? Cause if you don't do that, my friend, then your number is 0. Them lyrics that chop like the sword of Zorro. Should I see me win a Colorado? When I buck up the youth from Conero. When they all sit a kick up and a gallop on the caravan stay so 0. Now him come lick the Pelico, and Pelico go play up in the marrow. Him want to jump in and me chest, he feeling bad because he feel over macho. 0. But I just drink the tequila, I saw me arms up in sweet chiquita, and tell her born esta senorita, I am the professora. 0. You should never diss the champion. No, my name is Fincher, I'm the Don Gorgon. Yeah. Hey gringos and pasero, how will you make way for the bandolero? Because if you don't do that, my friend, then your number is 0. Them lyrics are chop like the soul of Zorro. Pick a little tune from me banjo, make a little walk in El Paso. Tell them if you take it down low, cause this is ain't no set show. 0. Them a wax the picture make me bad so. Them me wicked and they want Al Pacino. Them juke up over there so wanna what a bandolero that's a move so. 0. Hey gringos and pasero, make way for the bandolero. Cause if you don't do that, my friend, then your number is 0. Cause in time may come now let my pistolero. 0. You should never diss the champion. No. My name is Pinchers, I'm the Don Gorgon. Yeah. Franco Nero, him go lick the Pelico. A Pelico, we go play up in the marrow. He want to jump in and me chase him, go on like send them over macho. 0. But I just drink the tequila, I saw me arms up in sweet chiquita, and tell her born esta senorita, I am the professora. 0. Mercy now. Oh, no mercy now. No mercy now. No. Jewish. Oh, you like the sodas are roll, roll, roll. Better than the one Al Pacino, wicked up because Martino.
Man, this music's got me thinking about Starlight Ballroom, Africa House, Biltmore Ballroom, Club Collaloo in Brooklyn, all the dirty rub-ups in the basements and the speaker boxes with the Heineken and the Canai wine, when there was a simpler time, Not saying there weren't things happening back then. And yes, I've probably exposed my age a little bit. Again, my age is showing, whatever. But just, you know, these vibes got me just thinking about those times when we used to go out and party, have a good time, and things were just simpler. So anyway, we're going to move on in this protest mix at 6. This is another one from Pinterest called Send Another One Come on TAWK Radio.
Gun? Yeah, Bowie. You have more tea more yesterday. It seems like you're hungry. Stay, sir. Alright, I set it up. Die guy, body boy, right between the height. You should never test my gun, I say you shouldn't try with a nick. Not Polly Wally, give the dog your bone. Your caucus in the yes is going to the funeral. Me yalla, send another one come. Whoa, send another one come. Yeah, like time I put on me gun, I me no kill nobody. Poor gun must be lonely, me gun get hungry. Send another one because me gonna bother me yalla. Send another one come. Whoa, take me easy, you take me easy. That the pictures are not good somebody. No, not easy, them take me easy. That the pictures are not good somebody. But the lyric was a tune laugh and make them haunted. Enemies for me borderline well selected. Body and my me wanted. Extension magazine me use and kill Billy the Kid and all. Send another one come. Whoa, send another one come. Yeah, for the other day me and some youth talk about them and done. But I'm gonna show them who is gonna. Look before you put on your foot cause I'm a quicksand. Minute you put on your foot me say your days not along me y'all. Send another one come. Whoa, die guy, body boy, right between the eye. You should never test me, just say you shouldn't try with a nick. Not Polly Wally, give the dog your bone. Your caucus in the years is going to the funeral, me y'all. Send another one come. Whoa, send another one come. Yeah, me read it in the Bible, yes, the only pages. He's a letter rocks for another Moses. Trouble that the pictures a message crosses. In a years I'm gonna quote these verses, me y'all. Send another one come. Whoa, send another one come. Yeah, you take me easy. That the pictures are not good somebody. No, not easy. You take me easy. That the pictures are not good somebody. Die guy, body boy, right between the high. You should never test me, just say you should not try with a nick. Not Polly Wally, give the dog your bone. Your caucus in the years is going to the funeral. Die guy, body boy between the eye. Die guy, but the lyric was a true lot to make them haunted. Enemies from me borderline well selected. Body and my me wanted. Extension magazine me use a kill Billy the Kid and all. Send another one come. Whoa, send another one come. Yeah, well gone. Well I look and see that you're very much hungry. But stop. But it amazed me to know that you have more teeth more than yesterday. You must be extra hungry.
Well, that stopped abruptly. I'm sorry, you guys. That one got away from me. I'm still learning all the controls. I'm saying this social distancing thing is kicking my ass. Anyway, happy evening. This is the musical protest mix at 6 on Talk Radio. Shout out to Ven, who's hanging out with me in the public chat room. I love having you here with me. Mr. Ware is not here with us tonight. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he's actually busy. He is an essential worker. Again, I want to shout out to DJ Reds from Spectrum Disco who's tuned in, and a couple of other people who are tuned in who won't let me say their names yet. But there's a couple of celebrities tuned in tonight, and I'm really humbled because the people who are tuning in right now and letting me know they're there, these are professionals in the music industry, DJs, lyrical DJs and soundboy DJs, and just, and they're kind of just vibing and loving everything. So I'm appreciating you guys being here. Amazing. What is this? This is supposed to be a blackout day, July 7, 2020. Call to action. We need to unite together and not spend any money. So no Africans, Native Americans, Asian Americans, Hispanics, or people of color are to not shop on that day. That is July 7, 2020. Someone just sent that to me. So I want to give you guys that information. Also, as we have you here, I want to mention we're doing good news tonight. Good news this evening for this musical protest mix. So it's been brought to my attention that Chrissy Teigen, the wife of John Legend, has donated $200,000 to the Minnesota Freedom Fund, which helps bail out people from jail. And some other celebrities got on board and donated $100,000 apiece. That is Miss Janelle Monáe, Steve Carell, Don Cheadle, and Seth Rogen. So as I can see these things, I'm letting you guys know. So these are the people you support. You go buy their music, you go back and look at their shows, you send them a tweet, a thank you or whatever, even if it doesn't directly affect you. This is how we affect change. Yeah. And the ones who are doing it, the ones who the stories are not going out, the ones who are not doing it to get attention, those are the ones we want to bring attention to. You see what I'm saying? See how that works out? All divinely connected. So we're going to continue here on this protest mix at 6. And this old school bag of music I'm pulling up. And this is just music I felt like playing. It just, spoke to my spirit about a happier time for me specifically. Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of things happening, but just for me specifically, this was a good time for me. So this is the music I felt like playing tonight. So I'm going to get into some whiny from Shabba Ranks here on this musical mix at 6.
Now when me was a little boy, my favorite ring game was this. Now all old people come back to your memory. Hear me now, listen. Whiny, 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 too much. Hear me now, start. In Jamaica there's a party. Beanie, beanie, boy, you come down and get a little money whining. Whiny, whiny, boy, you. In Jamaica there's a party. Beanie, beanie, boy, you come down and get a little money whining. Whiny, whiny, boy, you. Woman a soca, woman a rumba, woman a cha-cha-cha. Come now, it's Edel and Powder House, them get up in a temper. No Jamaican girls are music lover. If a music, them wanna set them soul on fire. Cause in Jamaica there's a party. Beanie, beanie, boy, you come down and get a little money whining. Whiny, whiny, boy, you. In Jamaica there's a party. Beanie, beanie, boy, you come down and get a little money whining. Whiny, whiny, boy, you. Cause Canadian girls, them love the beanie, beanie. Come now, the London girls, them love the beanie, beanie. And all American girls, them love the beanie, beanie. Them have the dance beanie, beanie from Admiral Bailey. Have the whiny, whiny when they hear Colonel Josie. With a physical mind, soul and body. Cause in Jamaica there's a party. Beanie, beanie, boy, you come down and get a low man, them whining. Whiny, whiny, boy, you. In Jamaica there's a party. Beanie, beanie, boy, you. And all low man, them have the follow away. Whiny, whiny, boy, you. No, me girlfriend, Jackie, love the whiny, whiny. Come now, me sister, funky, she love the whiny, whiny. And my sister Diane, she love the whiny, whiny. She be move her back and even her belly. Cause in Jamaica there's a party. Beanie, beanie, boy, yo. And the girl, them have to follow me. Whiny, whiny, boy, yo. Woman a soca, woman a rumba, woman a cha-cha-cha. Remember Jamaican girls, they are hot like our. If a music, them want them set them soul on fire. Come to the left and the right and in the middle center. Whiny, whiny, Peter Pan, whiny, whiny, Sandra. Every girl, them a pose like them a bubble. And then them a graduating from a teacher. Whiny, whiny teacher who is known as Shabba. Cause in Jamaica there's a party. Beanie, beanie, boy, yo. All Jamaican girl whining. Whiny, whiny, boy, yo. Know the one barrel team love the beanie, beanie. Because the beanie, beanie, beanie bring back memory. And the one bag of brown him love the beanie, beanie. Y'all a wine them bottom like they come from winery. So in Jamaica there's a party. Beanie, beanie, boy, you come down and get a no man them whining. Whiny, whiny, boy, yo. In Jamaica there's a party. Beanie, beanie, boy, yo. And on Jamaica no people away. Whiny, whiny, boy, yo. Come me brethren, Peter Pan, love beanie, beanie. Come now, baby, English town people love the peeny peeny. Them have to move up them back and go move them belly. Cause in Jamaica there's a party. Peeny peeny for you and be falling like a follow me. Whiny whiny for you. In Jamaica there's a party. Peeny peeny for you. Cause most people have they love me. Whiny whiny for you. Woman a soca, woman a rumba, woman a cha-cha-cha. Come now instead of them powder house and get up in a temper. In the girlfriend Jackie if she hot like her. Lots of respect goes out to lady.
Musical protest mix at 6 on TAWK radio. This is going to be Terror Fabulous. No retreat, no surrender.
Check this out.
Yo, see it? I don't get Terror Fabulous, man. For real, a big deal. And it's like to tell them this, people. When I stop, tell them this, man. Sure. What me tell them? We back. No retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We not powder, pet, or lotion. This here, anything is weak. And down in a wheelchair, on the good jump like a stallion, kick like a mirror. Then I go matter me still not go care. It's like Terror Fabulous, find extra gear. Things don't found no sign, palm finish sign you. That's why no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. Not to a man that left a little pipe I give you. Yes, we say you bother you a wicked something happy. You hold the past stick up where you are deal with. And I threaten people I give them 9 days to leave police. Wanting for this, they wanting for that. They wanting for the man we're dead at hilltop. Hey, Mr. Big Man, you better think first. To how you are going is like your blood touching all. No retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. Let me say, you little boy, a long time me I want. Keep your mouth locked, keep yourself calm. I know everything you hear. You fit talk back, boy. Don't you know so you will get turned back. The teeth in your skin, with people in a green. So all the hell you are come this system. And I play like you're tough, you're not back from nothing. But you're sad, now you're in a mess and trouble. I know assassin or suicidist. It's a mission to kill a fabulous, I go do it, that's why. No retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. Arms out to push it up, we tell them push it down. If you test fabulous, me know say blood I go run. Go on Terror Fabulous, me the lyrical tongue. Anything to see you, I go fall on the ground, that's why. No retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We not powder, pet, or lotion. This here, anything case we gone down in a wheelchair. On a coulda jump like a stallion, kick like a mule. That not go matter me still not go care. It's like Terror Fabulous, find extra gear. Things up on the side, party we sign clear. That's why no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. Not you a man do left a little pipe I give you. Yes, we say you bother you a wicked something happy. You hold the pants stick up where you are deal with. And I threaten people I give them 9 days to leave police. Wanting for this, they wanting for that. They wanting for the man with dead at hilltop. Hey, Mr. Big Man, you better think first. Do how you are going is like your blood thirst. That's why no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. I better say no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. Watch this, you little boy, a long time me you want. Keep your mouth locked, keep yourself calm. I know everything you hear. You fit talk back, boy. Don't you know so you will get turned back. The teeth in your skin, with people in a green. So all the hell you are come this system. And I play like you're tough, you're not back from nothing. But you're sad, now you're in a mess and trouble. I know assassin or suicidist. It's a mission to kill and stomp you, I go do it, that's why. No retreat, no surrender. When I lotion, pet, or powder. For this year, no retreat, no surrender.
Talk Radio's musical protest mix. I want to shout out some of the sound boys from back in this era. Yeah, Stone Love. Shout out to Stone Love. Shout out to LP International. Shout out to Spectrum Disco. A lot of these people still exist because a lot of them are listening to the show right now. Right? I want to give a shout out to Club Crystals that used to be in Queens. I also want to give a shout out to, where else I used to hang out? Empire Roller Rink. Had some really great DJs in there too before it got closed down. a lot of places. We went all over the place. We really went all over the place. Also, shout out to Demolition Woman. She was the New York City dancehall queen for about 3 years running, I believe, in around the 90s, the era of the 90s. You might be able to go and Google some of that footage on YouTube. Also, shout out to Video Man Al. I'm pretty sure he passed away by now, but he was awesome. Also, shout out to On Track Disco. On Track Disco. Those guys are amazing. I know for a fact some of them are tuned in right now too. Shout out to you. Not going to say who, because I think they're supposed to be doing something else, but they're tuned in. They let me know they're there. So shout out to On Track Disco, who is tuned in right now as well. Shout out to Road International too. Road International, you guys are awesome and amazing. And during this era, it was all about the sound men and the clashes, and it was just a good situation. Oh my God, and the dub plates were amazing. Speaking of, I'm going to have to reach out to some of you people I'm shouting out right now, because I'm going to need some dub plates made and some things done, some collaborations to happen. Yeah? I'm going to let you guys rock for right now. Anyway, this one is going to be another Terra Fabulous You Would Have Ball here on TAWK Radio with your hostess Cypher Kai on this protest mix at 6.
Hey you, where program wickedness? Open the ears and listen. This is question from me, Terra Fabulous. Listen. Have you ever seen a 45 before? Does a man ever get murder front of your door? You hold a ball, say no murder me. Hey, you hold a ball like a little baby. If a jungle man hold you when time him red, and decide tonight him a go make your marrow spread. You hold a ball, say no murder me. Hey, you hold a ball, bloodshed no pretty. If a guard man catch you at the wrong time, and decide him a go take you on the train line. You hold a ball, say no murder me. Hey, you hold a ball. Why? Rude boy, hold it and them shot it and them now let it go until the body a kick and the marrow a fly. So hold it and them shot it till people start ball. You see head back leak out and blood stain pon the wall. Your people by your top, you deserve to get a shot your mama ball. Put her hand pon her head top and a ban her belly. I say a one son she got, you never did know. Say gangster no cater for that. Shut up about the street sweeper and the Glock commander. Your mama frack till you still a get. Have you ever seen a 45 before? Does a man ever get murder front of your door? You hold a ball, say no murder me. Hey, you hold a ball like a little baby. If a jungle man hold you when time him red, and decide tonight him a go make your marrow spread. You hold a ball, say no murder me. Hey, you hold a ball, bloodshed no pretty. If a guard man catch you at the wrong time, and decide him a go take you up on the train line. You hold a ball, say no murder me. Hey, you hold a ball, bloodshed no pretty. Mama say, Black Shadow say somebody him know how to live. Wicked man we make your skin burn like acid. Him say, nah treat no guy like no baby in a crib. Soda in a mouth and spoon feed with porridge and a musty clown. Rude boy have up in bucket him. If I the 16 and the Uzi them a bus pan rapid, people cry. But the grave already dig go. Shadow back him up and shut out the fire. I said buck up and I'm gonna back where you are go. Have you ever seen a 45 before? Does a man ever get murder front of your door? You hold a ball, say no murder me. Hey, you hold a ball, bloodshed no pretty. If a jungle man hold you when time him red, and decide tonight him a go make your marrow spread. You hold a ball, say no murder me. Hey, you hold a ball, bloodshed no pretty. If a guard man catch you at the wrong time, and decide him a go take you on the train line. You hold a ball, say no murder me. Hey, you hold a ball. Joy. But them know, hold it and them shot it and them now let it go until the body a kick and the marrow a fly so. Hold it and them shot it till people start ball. This is head back leak out and blood stain pon the pall. Early Friday morning when they play silent, me hear bow and me see a man skate a boat fence. Me say lad, me know say this nah gon' make sense. When me hear from them shout and so me shot him go rent. But him lucky, born lucky, ever lucky, full of luck. Cause the latest smuggle, 45 him but have you ever seen a 45 before? Does a man ever get murder front of your door?
Talk Radio's musical mix at 6. Live radio, sorry. Musical protest mix at 6. God dog it. God dog it. I'm trying really hard not to curse this evening, you guys. So as we move it along, we're going to have a little bit of a Beres Hammond segment, I believe. Did I do it that way? I did. So this is Beres Hammond putting up a resistance here on Talk Radio. Musical Mix at 6, that was Beres Hammond's Putting Up a Resistance, and we're going to continue with Mr. Hammond, and this one is called Groovy Little Thing here on TAWK Radio.
Some fool did try to trick try but couldn't get your love. Some fool that tried to trick her with his money. Yeah. Turn around and wonder what she is made of. I guess she just loved this the little thing we got going, and it will last as long as her heart's so beating. The woman just loved this the little thing we got going, and it will last as long as her heart's so beating. I tell you that you just love this the little thing we got going.
Okay, you guys, so I'm going to give you some more good information, right? We're doing only the good information this evening. It's Sunday evening. We're playing the music, the musical protest. This is our way of getting it out peacefully, yes? So it was also brought to my attention, there was a video that was sent to me of a demonstration in New York City. And there was an officer who got separated from the rest of his squad. And some protesters were coming to attack him. And there's some demonstrators that went and stood in front of him, you know, locked arms together and stood in front of him to protect him, right? They didn't want him dragged. He looked kind of young, even though he had his shield and everything on. He did look really young. So I'm really glad they did that. These are about the positive stories tonight. Now, I know you guys are sending me video of other things that were happening. Political figures getting pepper sprayed and all kinds of things. And I promise you, during the course of the week, I will discuss that as you guys are sending it in. And I get to do some research. I will discuss that. But tonight is not about that. Only positivity tonight. Only positivity tonight. Right? So if you want to contact us on the show, if you listen to it now live, or you want to text when you listen to the archive for whatever reason, if ever, anytime, it's 24 hours availability to you. 347-651-2468. 347-651-2468. Also shout out again, I don't know if I said it earlier in the show, but shout out to Anthony, the Lyft driver, who I know is tuned in right now. He said he was having some issues hearing the show earlier. I hope that was just for him and not to anybody else having those issues, but I don't think so, because you guys are messaging me back and forth and talking to me. So I think everything is fine. But now we start to get a little bit more radical in our music style of what we're playing tonight. Just because that's a vibe I'm in. We're going to just take it up a little bit before we wind down the show for the night. And so the next one will also be a Beres Hammond song. But this one is, I'm skimming through what I took out here. There we go. Right, so this one is Beres Hammond and Buju Banton, A Little More Time, here on the Musical Mix at 6 on Talk Radio, TAWK Radio.
And now, the sequel continues. line, so much things to chat. Hand by your leg, and me mind by the clock. Just a little more time. Could stay in on me world, I want you right to know my life. Make it glisten like pearl. Little more time. Oh my God, in on me world, I want you right to know me life. Make it glisten like pearl.
I couldn't ask for more. Whenever you're in town, situation gets serious. I feel my knees begin to shake. Heart's being out of rhythm. Glad it's no doctor's case. Must get my act together. To lose you would be such a waste. I wish you would stay longer. Bright up my life like Disney World. I wish you would stay longer, girl. But just like magic, you were gone. Oh, honey, you're gone.
It brings sorrow to me heart and sadness to me face. Trembling from me, it go down straight to me waist. The way you mash up me heart and mash up me face and step in a hurry and move in a haste. So much things to say, I want to tell it to your face, but I can't find the words to fit the perfect space. Just a little more time. Couldn't stay in on me world, I want you back to know me life. Make it glisten like pearl. Little more time. Oh, my stay in on me world, I want you back to know me life. Make it glisten like, cause she's a nice and decent, well brought up girl. Be the pillow to my castle, the mistress to my world. Brighten up my life, cause you're no shy, shy girl. What's a little more time? Couldn't stay in on me world, I want you brighten up me life. Make it glisten like pearl. Little more time. Oh, man, stay in on me world, I want you brighten up.
TAWKRadio.com's musical mix at 6. Well, started at 6. It's after 7 o'clock now. Anyway, you guys are tuned into www.tawkradio.com/shows. Archives for this show and all of our other archives are available also on Spotify and iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Podcast Addict, and I believe Google Podcasts. Did I say Google Podcasts? Well, anyway, look for Talk Radio, TAWK Radio. Look for this symbol with the blue lips, and that would be us. And you can find out all of our information there. Also on Facebook, facebook.com/TAWK Radio. The other social medias we're going to start getting much more active with in the very near future. So we're going to play some more music here. I'm going to start it with, or continue with, I should say, Damian Marley, Road to Zion, featuring Nas here on the musical mix at 6.
Of calamity, dirty looks and grudges and jealousy, and police where abuse them authority. Me the clowns when I know about variety. Boom, the youngest veteran I go murder them slow. Ragamuffin sent to call me from the bush bungalow. When I watch it make a clear out, my voice now figure out. Emerge from the darkness with me big blood to glow. Me hammer them as slam and spectator get low. Some boy could have big like Mamba Figaro. Bust off trigger finger, trigger and then trigger toe. A 2-gun me up, me bust them in a stereo. Cause I got to keep on walking on the road to Zion, man. Hey, we got to keep it burning on the road to Zion, man. Clean and pure meditation without a doubt. Don't make them take you like who them took out. Jah will be waiting there, we a shout. Jah will be waiting there. Clean and pure meditation without a doubt. Don't make them take you like who them took out. Jah will be waiting there, we a shout. Jah will be waiting there. You got to keep on walking on the road to Zion, man.
Been waiting to do this track with you, man. Yeah. Haha. Yeah.
You know,
yeah. They know.
You got to keep on walking on the road to Zion, man.
You gotta keep walking, y'all. Yeah, you gotta keep. Sometimes I can't help but feel helpless. I'm having daymares and daytime, wide awake, try to relate. This can't be happening like I'm in a dream while I'm walking. Cause what I'm seeing is haunting. Human human beings like ghosts and zombies. President Mugabe holding guns to innocent bodies in Zimbabwe. They make John Pope seem godly, sacrilegious and blasphemous. In my lifetime, I look back at paths I walked where savages fought, pastors taught, prostitutes stomping high-heel boots, and badgers scream at young black children, stop or I will shoot. I look back and cook crack, plush cars that pass by, Jaguars, mad fly, and I'm guilty for materialism. Blacks are still up in the prison, trust that. So save me your sorries. I'm raising the army, revolutionary warfare with Damian Marley. We sparking the irons, marching the Zion. You know how Nas be, NYC, state of mind.
In this world of calamity, dirty looks and grudges and jealousy, and police where abuse them authority. Me the clowns when I know about variety. Single parents when need some charity. Youths when need some love and prosperity. Instead of broken dreams and tragedy, by any plan and any means and strategy. Say, I got to keep on walking on the road to Zion, man. Hey, we got to keep it burning on the road to Zion, man. And your meditation without a doubt. Don't make them take you like who them to go. Jah will be waiting there, we are shout. Jah will be waiting there. Clean and pure meditation without a doubt. Don't make them take you like who them took out. Jah will be waiting there, we are shout. Jah will be waiting there. In this world of calamity, dirty looks and grudges and jealousy, and police where abuse them authority. Media clowns when I know about variety. Single parents when need some charity. Youths when need some love and prosperity. Instead of broken dreams and tragedy, by any plan and any means and strategy. Instead of broken dreams and tragedy, youths when need some love and prosperity. Instead of broken dreams and tragedy, by any plan and any means and any strategy. Hey, say, you got to keep on walking on the road to Zion, man.
Talk Radio's musical mixie. That one didn't catch me. I caught it on time. Now let's move into one of my favorite artists. This man is so prolific in the things that he does, so radical, but so freaking awesome. This is Capleton. I can tell you he's on my bucket list to interview, I swear. I pray for his health always. Yes, I've been a fan for a very long time, and I don't fan a lot of people. I respect them and what they do, but I've been a fan of his for a very long time. So we're going to play a little segment here of Mr. Capleton to wind down the show this evening. This is TAWK Radio with your hostess, Cypher Kai. So what are we going to do? Let's see. I've got like 4 songs I want to play. Let's take it easy first. This one is Capleton, That Day Will Come, here on Talk Radio's musical protest mix.
Equal rights and justice for all, rise and never fall. Tell themselves, boom, what they gonna do when enough of them not true. Say what they gonna do, them get slew, yeah. Who do you think you are? We're living in a small world. As wicked as you think you are, we're living in a small world. As bad as you think you are, we're living in a small world. As tough as you think you are, we're living in that one on them. Alright, that day will come when I stand and see all those wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come when they will try to escape and there will be nowhere to run. That day will come when I shall see they handing over bombs and bayonets and bullets and guns. That day will come when Emperor Selassie shall rise the whole of the ghetto youth them from out of Islam, yeah. And the day I would love to see their face for all those evil they do to the human race and try to take things out of place, run away to space, shoot them in the air. After one judgment you are gonna get the taste when them find out that them can't escape. Sadness they send on the people them trace. Smile on my face. That day will come when I stand and see all those wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come when they will try to escape and there will be nowhere to run. That day will come when I shall see they handing over bombs and bayonets and bullets and guns. That day will come when Emperor Selassie shall rise the one of the ghetto youth them out of this as slick as you think you are. We're living in a small world. As tough as you think you are. We're living in a, that one and name now, you tell them, escape today, you can't escape tomorrow. Make sure you pay back anytime you borrow. Make sure you don't left no life in a sorrow. Make sure you're not lean and straight like arrow. Make sure your brains not push out in a barrow. Make sure no make them walk out and borrow. Yeah, make sure your meditation and narrow. Judgment, everyone tell them some the word I want. That day will come when I stand and see all those wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come when they will try to escape and they will be nowhere to run. That day will come when I shall see they handing over bombs and bayonets and bullets and guns. That day will come when Emperor Selassie shall rise up on the wings of the heavens and the sun. Oh yes, I will remain the same, hailing Rastafari name, and watch them going up in flame. For all the innocent going down the drain, you have to pay for the shackles and chains, and pay for this washing of the brain, and pay for these guns and cocaine, the sick and the lame. Alright, that day will come when I shall stand and see all those wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come when they will try to escape and they will be nowhere to run. That day will come.
The musical mix at 6, that one almost caught me too. But that day will come. That song speaks to my spirit so loudly. And like I said, in lieu of what's going on, this is the way that I choose to use this platform to stand with all of the people that feel disenfranchised by what's happening globally and in this country. Those who share my skin tone, those who don't, those who stand in arms with us. This is an outrage, a travesty, what's happening. And this is the way that I chose today to use this platform to speak how I feel. Let the words speak for me and how I'm feeling, yes? So I'm glad you guys are tuned in. This is TAWK Radio. www.tawkradio.com/shows. Connect with the show 347-651-2468. 347-651-2468. This next one is a classic from Capleton. This one is Tour here on Talk Radio's Musical Protest Mix.
Yeah, I ain't should break up your follow down and straighten your crooked ways. Blessings the man I walk in the house of the ungodly. Till I see I live it every time. Me sing after me left from Jamaica go back for Toronto. Preaching, teaching the people for sure. Answer to the any man a tour. If it know you wine pay rich for sure. Come back to Jamaica everything insecure. Rich I get rich and the poor I get poor. Come back from me say Pandit skull poor. Come back from you say Dirt Man skull poor. You say John Pope and I'll come up on tour. DJ down your orange out me what more. Booga man a plan all fi march and tour. Tour Kingston and I'll go tour Portmore. But me know they well them would have must dead for sure. And the DJ them not teach people no more. And they clashing and fighting them no unite no more. All I tell the girl them they broke out like a sword. It seems like the people them no love God no more. As long as all the singers and culture the cure. I said my back all I want to take up. Coming from Jamaica, Barrington tour. Preaching, teaching the people for sure. And that is a any man a fang it all. If you ignore me say, after me come back to Jamaica enough things gone wrong. Can't know the woman them different from the man. All of them are just in the same pollution. Dan and John a run competition. Man a take the money and a go over man. Man a grudge full and they no stop run the man. But them plenty right and them labor wrong. Man a walk a road a lick down innocent man. Lick down the little bikini in the pram. This is one thing we get free overstand. Most of the youth them stop this Rasta man. Them get to know the Rasta and the right tradition. And respect till I see as the Almighty One. As long as the fall culture and the solution. Left from there to go up and Panto. Preaching, teaching the people for sure. And that is when the man up on the tour. If you ignore you're going to rich for sure. Come back to Jamaica things now run right. Man all of us and they no stop from fight. Some long ice pick and some all rusty knife. Man a walk a road that take a innocent life. But they pay the rank and them labor right. Man no walk a road that take a innocent life. Say till I see the whole of them start to fight. Say Emmanuel enough of them all a fight. Say Marcus Garvey enough of them a fight.
Woman all a shine and man no stop bite. If song is on the darkness, then culture the light. I said Maracola, I'm in the after me from Jamaica. The foreign poncho, preaching the people for joy. And that is a very man up on the door. If you go, you go. Oh, this is most of the thing me tell the people on the tour. And Saturday when him man knock on the door, make sure your hands clean and make sure your heart pure. Still as call you, you're safe and secure. Things you used to do, you're not gonna do them no more. Place you used to go, you're not gonna go them no more. Food you used to eat, you're not gonna eat them no more. Things you used to say, you're not gonna say them no more. Even them act one like them one broke out like soldiers. Ain't see they're gonna fight on this and pan this seashore. Let from Jamaica, the firing control. Preaching this and the people for joy. And that is how any man up on the door. If you ignore, you're going to reach the shore. Come back at Jamaica, everything insecure. Rich I get rich and the poor I get poor. Come back, come here, say Panet skull poor. Come back, come here, say Dirt Man skull poor. DJ down your iron south, me want more. Yes, a John Pope, I'll come up on tour.
The musical protest mix at 6 on Talk Radio, TAWK Radio, with your hostess Cypher Kai in the building. Applying my socially distancing, which is getting on my nerves. But this is part of the new normal, so they say. We're going to continue and wind it down with Mr. Capleton because I am just a fan. So what did I put in here? All right. So this one is going to be Capleton, Who Dem Slew Dem, here on Talk Radio.
Ruben, what we are going to do them? Slew them. Who them? Who them? Well done. Yo, so me say again. Slew them up bare feelings them a carry. Them done but already and them can't say them sorry, yeah. Slew them up bare feelings them a carry. You know want do them something for me again? Well, you what you with name? Who them a coulda what that them a try? Them got this king still I say what you all of them die, yeah. Who them a me go see them with the spell? Them this money well and them soul gonna hell, yeah. Who them a coulda who them want us? Them this Marcus I know them all bite it dust, yeah. Who them a me go tell them fist blur? Tell them can't this mama hurt. You know see a dead man them, dopey man them, and not no with them. The fire fi burn them, them don't condemn. I be a dead man them. Them don't not like me, and me don't not like them. Tell them. You know see a dead man them, dopey man them, and not no with them. The fire fi burn them, them don't condemn. I be a dead man them.
Now, we do know what he's referring to in the song. Those of us who know the song will apply it to law enforcement for the moment as it applies. Continue, Capleton slew them. I'm not encouraging anyone to kill the police, though. Just so we're clear. Well, Cypher, you said that's not what I meant. Listen to the words. I'm protesting through music. That's all.
Them don't not like me, and me don't not like them. Tell them some me not keep no funny man friend. Tell them some me not keep no their mother friend. Now go stoop low, me chat the raggy road them. That's why he tread upon them nickname. Who them a coulda what that them a try? Them this king still I say what you all of them die, yeah. Who them a me go see them with the spell? Them this man me well and them so gonna hell, yeah. Who them a coulda who them want cause? Them this Marcus I know them all bite it dust, yeah. Who them a me go tell them this flirt? Tell them can't this mama earth. So me burn out them dirty heart, them evil heart and them corrupted thought. No much snake on the grass, bow to the boss. Move too fast, me tell them about this harm. Who tell them to provoke the youth them to rat? Now the youth them say them not trust me shut after dark. Now take no check now, no full talk. Them know who I come straight from them heart. Know who a hypocrite from the way how them talk. This the emperor and watch the whole of them last. Can't even find food to put in at them chart. Not even bicycle, much less than the cat. Can't even creep, much less to walk. Them can't even smile, no laugh. The one you name. Who them a coulda what that them a try? This king still a say what you all of them die, yeah. Who them a me go see them with them spell? This money well and them soul gonna hell, yeah. Who them a coulda who them want cause? Them this Marcus I know them all bite big dust, yeah. Who them a coulda what that them a treasure? Tell them can't this mama meager. Yo, since the doggy way like them never get a pence. Seems like them go to school and go on bench. Them
have no faith, no confidence. No whole nights, then I'm black, no reverence. Find out enough of them disobedience. So me find out them don't have no conscience. Them don't have a clean heart, nor a clear conscience. This King Selassie, it never makes sense. You know see a dead man them, dopey man them, in a not no with them. If I have to burn them don't condemn. I be a dead man them. Them don't not like me, and me don't not like them. Tell them some me not keep no funny man friend. Tell them some me not keep no fear mother friend. Now go stoop low, me chat the raggy road them. That's why
Talk Radio's musical protest musical protest mix at 6 live radio. So again, let me reiterate, I was not encouraging people to harm law enforcement. That was more of a play on, hey, the situation. If you feel outraged, slew it. Do it that way through music. Before you guys start your bullshit. You know what I meant, and I clarify what I meant. I don't want to hear anything more about it. That's it. You are listening to TAWK Radio's musical mix at 6 here on www.tawkradio.com/shows. The last song for the evening is going to be Capleton's More Fire here on Talk Radio's musical mix at 6.
Them should have know the different correct. Red. Them should have know St. Mary me come from. Should have know say me grow up at Islington. Should have know say Capleton bun. The same thing I apply for this. Them should have know St. Mary me come from. Them should have know say that next door to Portland. Them should have know say Capleton bun. And me burn out them confusion. People them a ball say them want more profit. The corruption and the slackness of the profit come to stop it. Them a ball say them want more profit. Disillusion and confusion and the profit come to burn it. Them a ball say them want more profit, yo, and none of them can stop it. Me go trod London. When the people see me, them a push up them hand. Hear the whole of them say, see the fireman. Fire have to use and burn out confusion. Burn disillusion and burn temptation. Make them know the fire is for the purification. Yo, people them a ball say them want more profit. The corruption and the slackness of the profit come to stop it. Them a ball say them want more profit. Disillusion and confusion, and the profit come to burn it. Them a ball say them want more profit, and none of them really can't stop it. Me go track New York. People them see me say me no fi skylark. Burn them light and me fi burn them dark. Remember the fire in a steeple chase back. Burn confusion make the whole of them scotch. Burn illusion and make the whole of them scotch. This King Selassie watch the whole of them last. The people them a ball say them want more profit. The corruption and the slackness of the profit come to stop it. Them a ball say them want more profit. Disillusion and confusion and the profit come to burn it. Them a ball say them want more profit. And the wicked man them can't stop it. Me go track your harder. People them say fi burn the fire no harder. Fire for your money for this man them sadder. When the people see me them a ball out lava. Remember say the fire did the roast of cassava. It boil the teeth for all granny and tata. Anytime I come on more fire with water. So me say again, the people them a ball say them want more profit. The corruption and the slackness and the profit come to stop it. Them a ball say them want more profit. Disillusion and confusion and the profit come to burn it. Them a ball say them, hey, no one know one more thing. Yo, again, you know shoulda know. Shoulda know what St. Mary me come from. Shoulda know me grow up at Islington. Shoulda know say Capleton bun. And the same fire apply to the. Them shoulda know what St. Mary me come from. Them shoulda know say that next door to Portland. Them shoulda know say Capleton bun. Money. Well, me go try them no way. People some go around and them say me not fi play. Burn it na the night and me fi burn it na the day. Light up the fire, me say like the sun rays. If it burn everything from me, no say them. Yeah. When me go try them on the hill, light up the fire higher than a full skill. All booga men say fi get kill. The fire no fi cool and them say it no fi chill. The burn Babdullah, me fi burn all. Bill, say the people them a ball, say them want more profit. The corruption and the slackness and the profit come to stop it. Them a ball, say them want more profit. Yo, a bigger judgment again when me go track Kingston. Serious thing, nobody take it for fun. The people them tell me say the fire it fi burn.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. This has been another musical mix at 6 on tawkradio.com/shows with your hostess Cypher Kai. We are doing this 7 days a week because you guys said you want to share me on the days that are less profane, yes? So we're going to get you guys acclimated with the fact that we will soon be on 5 days a week, right? 5 days a week. And now sometimes 2 times a day because there'll be the musical mix at 6, which I'm doing for now, but we might have a DJ come in and actually do that. But I will be on 5 days a week starting in the fall. So Monday through Fridays, you can get your dose of cypher. You don't have to wait tapping at your veins until Friday. We'll be on other days of the week. Speaking about other topics, I'll be discussing that with you more as it's coming up. But for now, 7 days a week, you got access to me on this musical mix at 6. Tomorrow evening, it's Monday, Mellow Out Monday. So maybe we'll do some R&B stuff tomorrow evening. Usually it'll be the musical money mix at 6. I don't think any sponsors put up any money for tomorrow, but we'll see what happens between now and then. If you guys don't have Cash App, get Cash App, because that's how we give away our blessings here on the show. So please get an active Cash App or someone that you trust that has a Cash App that if you win, they'll give you your money. Yes? That's what we're doing. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. I will see you by the grace tomorrow at 6 o'clock for the mellow vibes and the R&B version of the musical mix at 6 tomorrow evening. See you there.